If you haven't taken a seat, please do so. We'll be starting here shortly. Thank you. Got quiet. Perfect. Well, good afternoon. Distinguished guests, colleagues, and award recipients, it's my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the Secretary's Honor Awards ceremony. My name is Steve Earhart, and I am the Deputy Chief Human Capital Officer, and I have the honor to be serving as your Master of Ceremonies today. Welcome to those of you that are here in Washington, D.C., and to the many of you who are participating remotely. We're glad that you're all joining us today. The Secretary's Honors Awards honor DOE employees who demonstrate outstanding leadership, the highest levels of integrity and professionalism and dedication, and who, through their accomplishments, make contributions that significantly benefit the department and the nation. Since 2007, employees from across the department have been recognized for their outstanding work and service to America with honor awards, including the Secretary's Achievement Award and the Secretary's Excellent Award. The Secretary's Achievement Award is bestowed upon an individual or team of DOE employees who accomplish significant achievements on behalf of the department. The Secretary's Excellence Award is designated for individuals who have a singular accomplishment that demonstrates a high level of performance and outstanding leadership in public service. This afternoon, we are here to honor a number of employees with Achievement and Excellence Awards based on their outstanding performance, leadership, and contributions to the department and to the American people. We will also recognize the 2018 Presidential Rank Award recipients. These awards are reserved for career SES members who have demonstrated outstanding leadership, integrity, and commitment to public service on a sustained basis. This group is selected by the President of the United States to receive this prestigious award. So congratulations to all of you receiving recognition today, and thank you for your dedicated service and contributions to the Department of Energy and the nation. Please rise as our program begins with the presentation of colors and the National Anthem.
Colors! Halt! Color! Present on!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
Thank you. Please be seated. It's now my distinct honor to introduce our ceremony's keynote speaker, someone who needs no introduction, but we'll get one anyway because it's in my book, our Secretary of Energy, Rick Perry. Secretary Perry was sworn in as the 14th Secretary of Energy in March 2017. In his role, Secretary Perry has led an agency tasked with maintaining a safe and secure and effective nuclear deterrent and reducing the threat of nuclear proliferation, overseeing the United States energy supply, carrying out environmental cleanup from the Cold War nuclear mission, and managing the 17 national laboratories, home to some of the country's brightest scientists and engineers. Prior to joining DOE, Secretary Perry served as the longest-serving governor in Texas history. As governor of the Lone Star State from 2000 to 2015, Perry championed principles that helped Texas become America's economic engine. Secretary Perry is also a veteran of the United States Air Force and a former farmer and rancher. Please join me in welcoming Secretary Perry.
Thank you. Thank you. Chris, you're the best. You're awesome. You're a good way to get it kicked off today. And so thank you for your blessing of a beautiful voice and your patriotic heart. It's good to be here with all of you today and share with you and as a matter of fact, we got folks that are remotely tuning in today, so hi to all you out there in the hinterland, wherever you may be, and it's a day of celebration, and I hope all of you will look at it as that and take that as your heart as you go through the rest of this ceremony and as you leave for the rest of the day. It's a day to recognize the outstanding contributions that many of you have made to this department, and that I know that I speak for, I think, practically everyone here and online, that when I say I couldn't be more proud of those that we are honoring today, since this is probably pretty sure my final time to speak to all of you as DOE Secretary. Let me add that I couldn't be more proud of my entire DOE family. For the better part of 3 years, you have been a blessing to my life, and quite frankly, more than any simple words that I can say up here could convey. You've made my years as Energy Secretary more fulfilling than I could ever have imagined when I came on board in March of 2017. Now, you know, there may be some out there that are tired of me saying that I got the coolest job in the world. But I'm going to say it one more time. I may say it a few more times, but it's true. And that's precisely what I've had. It's this just amazing time to be with you all, and I've had this front row seat to see some of the world's greatest innovations. I've been to all 17 of our national labs, and these crown jewels of America, and the work that they do is incredible. But when we consider all of the inventions and the innovations, all of this, you know, breathtaking discoveries, all of today's cutting-edge technology, we must ask ourselves one question. If we value all of those things, how much more should we value the people who are responsible for all of that massive innovation in the first place? And that's what I mean, Lisa, when I say that I have the world's coolest job. It's because of you, each and every one of you, the men and the women here in this cafeteria, those of you out across the enterprise. Thanks to the wonderfully innovative minds here and elsewhere, and to those who support them, we've seen energy progress that is truly historic. America is now producing its energy more abundantly, more affordably, more cleanly, more efficiently, from a wider range of energy sources than anyone was even remotely predicting just a few years ago. And we've been deploying every one of those sources, from renewables to fossil fuels to nuclear energy, in an all of the above energy strategy. We are now the world's second biggest generator of wind and solar. We are now the world's leader in producing oil and gas, and we remain its leader in driving down energy-related carbon emissions. We're on the verge of becoming an energy-independent country. Our natural gas renaissance has made one of the poorest regions in our country, the Appalachian region, the #1 natural gas producer in this country. It helped us in 2017 become a net natural gas exporter for the first time in 60 years. At the start of 2017, we were exporting our LNG to 18 nations. As we enter the final weeks of 2019, we are now exporting to 36 nations spanning 5 continents. And as we do, we're on the road to freeing our friends and allies overseas from energy coercion from powerful adversaries. And as we export the technology that created our abundance, we're poised to bring the blessings of electricity to the nearly 1 billion people around the globe who haven't had that power. Not one single day have they had power that we so take for granted in our lives. And it's all that we've done. We've strengthened our energy security. We've advanced our economic security. We've increased our national security. And we're bolstering it further by enhancing our nuclear security. Through Nnsa, we're working to ensure that our country's nuclear weapons stockpile is safer, more secure, more effective than ever, without the need for nuclear testing. We're working as hard as ever to ensure the non-proliferation of those weapons. We continue to provide our Navy with safe and effective nuclear propulsion, and we maintain our readiness to respond to nuclear and radiological emergencies here and overseas. We're cleaning up numerous sites as we tackle our post-Cold War environmental legacy. We stood up our Caesar office to help ensure the safe and reliable delivery of that energy that we're producing. And we created an Office of Artificial Intelligence to coordinate and advance the amazing, life-changing work that we are pursuing in that arena. In all that we're doing, or for that matter, hope to do, we're striving to create a better nation, a better world for our fellow human beings. As I enter my final weeks as Secretary, I can say truly that working together, we've made real strides towards that goal. It's my hope that one day you'll look back, as I will, knowing that we touched lives, that we served our country well. But most important, it's my hope that you will build on the good that we've done, apply the lessons that we've learned, and make this fella from Texas prouder than proud of all of you and what you're going to do in the future. God bless you and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Yeah, let's give some awards away. So now we'll get started with the presentation of our awards. Just a few reminders before we begin. For our award recipients, when your name or team name, if you are a member of a team award, is called, please proceed to the stage. If you have not already done so, please take off your DOE badge for the photographs. And you will be able to pick up your award certificate on the side table at the conclusion of the ceremony. For our guests, please hold your applause. I know it'll be tough, but until the award citation is read and the individual name or team name is called. We will start with the Achievement Awards. This award is bestowed upon an individual or group of employees who accomplish significant achievements on behalf of the department. We have one individual award today, and it's going to Mr. James Goss. Mr. Goss is not here, so Mr. Ted Weichel will receive his award. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to Mr. James E. Goss for his efforts in creating and implementing the National Nuclear Security Administration's Safety Basis Review Team project to corporately plan and efficiently execute documented safety analysis, review, and approvals. Through his initiative, creativity, and persuasiveness, Mr. Goss led a pilot project so successful that after the initial runs, the Nnsa immediately turned the pilot into its ongoing way of business. The products developed under this project have been timely and of the highest quality to support Nnsa's vital missions, and multiple personnel have gained invaluable experience and broad perspective that will benefit DOE for years to come. Mr. Goss's efforts have provided the Nnsa enterprise with valuable lessons learned to improve the effectiveness of executing required safety basis reviews across the complex, which has optimized the use of critical limited resources to enhance and enable the successful accomplishment of Nnsa's missions. Thank you, Mr. Goss. Thank you. Now we'll turn to our Team Achievement Awards. The first up is the America Internal Controls Project Team. If you make your way to the stage, I will read a little bit about you. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the America Internal Controls Project Team for their efforts in launching a new department-wide application, America, or the A123 Management of Equity Risks and Internal Controls Application. For the acronym alone, they should get the award because that's a tough one. To improve use, efficiency, and data quality in meeting the reporting requirements of the Federal Managers Financial Integrity Act of 1982 and OMB Circular A123, Management's Responsibility for Enterprise Risk Management and Internal Controls. The development of this application involved tremendous teamwork, leadership, and coordination with 88 reporting organizations and over 400 users. Features of this application include user-friendly input, upfront data validations, automated workflow, dashboards, and expanded reporting, which greatly enhance DOE's internal controls program. The system is a first of its kind within the federal government. Please join me in thanking the American Internal Controls Project Team. As they make their way down, I'll ask the American Museum of Science and Energy Project Team to convene, and I'll read a little bit about you. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the American Museum of Science and Energy Project Team for their significant contributions and unparalleled commitment to assure the successful establishment of the American Museum of Science and Energy in its new home on Main Street in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. The team's work was critical in the transformation of a vacant building into a beautiful, renovated facility where the community, visitors from all over the world, and future generations will expand their knowledge of the Department of Energy's missions and the history and heritage of Oak Ridge and the people involved in the Manhattan Project who helped develop Oak Ridge into a global center for scientific research, technological innovation, and national security leadership. Please join me in thanking the American Museum of Science and Energy Project. And now the coolest named team, the Bomb Cyclone Analysis Team. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the F.E. Nettle Bomb Cyclone Analysis Team for their dedication, diligence, and cooperation collecting and analyzing data and developing trends during the December 27, 2017 to January 9, 2018 winter event known as the Bomb Cyclone. This information was critical for helping identify the impact of base-loaded units in providing the required power during this period of extremely high energy demand. Furthermore, the report generated from their analysis, reliability, resilience, and the oncoming wave of retiring baseload units supports the presidential and secretarial goals of ensuring that the United States energy infrastructure is providing the necessary service to the American public. Please join me in thanking the bomb cyclone analysis team. Okay, crowdsourcers. This is the crowdsourcing team. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award, before I do that, the crowdsourcing team, I'll just say these guys are the ones that all the new things in the Forstall building that the department has is because of these guys' ideas and the Secretary and Deputy Secretaries allowing them to do it. So now the actual citation. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the crowdsourcing team for their extraordinary success in meeting the Secretary's aim of improving DOE's standing among federal workplaces. The team developed and implemented ideas submitted by DOE employees under the Workplace Improvement Network campaign and worked effectively across organizational boundaries to overcome legal, logistical, and management challenges. We'll let them all get assembled here. Please join me in thanking the crowdsourcing team. It's a big team. Oh, you get that's good. All right. The next up is the Cyber Assessments team. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the Cyber Assessments team for their efforts in effectively collaborating with the Office of the Chief Information Officer and other DOE program offices to resolve long-standing impediments to the effective identification and resolution of cybersecurity weaknesses and find cost-effective approaches for evaluating and implementing emerging technologies. This team has gone beyond merely assessing cybersecurity protection programs and performance to working proactively with line management and applying their technical expertise and corporate knowledge toward advancing initiatives designed to strengthen the department's protections against cyber threats. Oh, that's a big team. Okay. Please help me thank the Cyber Assessments team. The next up is the Democratic People's Republic of Korea Denuclearization Team. Yeah. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is there's Mr. Heisinga. The Secretary's Achievement Award is presented to the Democratic People's Republic of Korea Denuclearization Team for their contributions to the final denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. The team's efforts played a major role in preparing for the historic U.S. Democratic People's Republic of Korea Summit in Singapore, as well as the follow-on summit in Hanoi, Vietnam. team's tremendous cooperation, ability to adapt to quickly changing circumstances and requirements, and dedication to the mission have ensured that the United States is expertly prepared to undertake a major effort to improve the security of the United States in the international community. So is anybody still working in Nnsa today, ma'am? We may need a bigger stage if this keeps up, so thank you very much. The next up is the N-State Contracting Team. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the N-State Contracting Team for their efforts in substantially redefining the way the Office of Environmental Management does business with its development of the N-State contracting model. This new contracting approach reflects a paradigm shift for the EM cleanup program and utilizes streamlined acquisition processes, clearly defined end states that achieve accelerated cleanup and significant financial liability and risk reduction, as well as balance risk sharing between the government and the contractor. The end-state contracting model has the potential to reverse the course of increasing financial liability estimates and could be the linchpin for accelerated cleanup across major DOE EM sites, yielding significant cost savings to taxpayers. The next is the Foreign Nuclear Weapon Program Analysis Team. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the Foreign Nuclear Weapon Program Analysis Team, comprised of scientists at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, who contributed to a technically challenging, high-priority intelligence community assessment, the results of which will have a direct impact on DOE and NNSA policy and budgetary decisions. The team's expert analytic inputs and extraordinary dedication to an intensive and complete interagency coordination process resulted in an assessment that effectively examines and explains complex technical subjects. Their effort is a significant achievement in advancing the United States government's understanding of a growing foreign nuclear threat and its implications for the Department of Energy and national security policy. Next up is the High Burn-Up Cask Demonstration Project. Here they are. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the High Burn-Up Cask Demonstration Project Team for their efforts in determining if high burn-up nuclear fuel had different mechanical properties than low burn-up fuel, and whether such differences would have greater risk for long-term storage and subsequent transportation to a permanent disposal facility. Working collaboratively across government and with private industry, the team's pilot project results show that the measured internal cask temperatures are much cooler than thought, which indicates lower internal rod temperatures, which indicates stronger fuel behavior. This information has far-reaching impacts for the safe storage and transport of spent fuel casks, as well as the potential for significant cost savings across the industry. Next up is the high-value component design and manufacture team. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the high-value component design and manufacturing team for their efforts in successfully inventing, designing, manufacturing, inspecting, and delivering a new high-value component. Faced with the challenging national security need, the team overcame long odds and aggressive schedule to deliver the component on schedule and on budget. The high-value component creates a first-of-its-kind capability with improved reliability while minimizing the need for precious materials and promises significant cost savings. The component's properties and performance have advanced the understanding of important physical phenomena and engineering concepts with respect to the performance of critical and highly complex national security systems. Yes, and it's classified. Could you tell that one was classified? So. We did the best we could. Next up is the Los Alamos National Laboratory Management and Operating Contract Competition Integrated Project Team, by far the longest team title so far. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the Los Alamos National Laboratory Management and Operating Contract Competition Integrated Project Team for their significant efforts during the full and open competition for the Los Alamos National Laboratory Management and Operating Contract. The team developed an innovative solicitation process which resulted in 4 highly competitive proposals for the contract valued at over $22 billion over 10 years. The team worked closely and collaboratively to ensure they incorporated improved source selection criteria into the solicitation. Through their efforts, the contract competition was entirely transparent, met a highly challenging schedule, and the contract was awarded in less than a year after release of the solicitation with no protests received. I like that too. Good job, team. Next is the Molybdenum 99 team, or Molly 99. All right, bring it up here. You know all about Molly 99 now, don't you, sir? Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the Molly 99 team for their outstanding efforts in bringing the first domestically produced Molly 99 to market in 30 years. Molly 99 is a crucial medical radioisotope used in over 40,000 medical diagnostic procedures in the United States every day. The team dedicated countless hours over the past 8 years to assist United States industry in resolving technical hurdles and maneuvering through a first-of-a-kind regulatory approval process. The United States is now on a path to domestically produce enough Moly-99 to meet U.S. demand, while also leading the world in non-highly enriched uranium isotope production. The team also supported the conversion of several global Moly-99 producers from their use of highly enriched uranium targets to low-enriched uranium targets. Team's work is a monumental achievement that sets the United States on a course as a global leader in producing medical isotopes without the use of highly enriched uranium. Our next team award goes to the Nnsa Financial Integration Team. Here they go. Thank you. Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the Nnsa Financial Integration Team for their contributions to continue efforts to improve and integrate the financial management of the NNSA. NSA programs and NNSA management and operating partners implemented the process of cost execution guidance with the desired outcome to have a clear and consistent cost structure for each program, identify programs of record and base capabilities, monitor program execution, and utilize the data to analyze programs and compare the cost of work across the nuclear security enterprise. Sandia National Laboratories has been instrumental in implementing the financial integration to all NNSA programs supported at the labs. As a result of the exceptional partnership between Sandia and the team, this initiative is frequently used as a model throughout the nuclear security enterprise. NNSA Safety Transformation Team. Well, hello. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the NNSA Safety Transformation Team for their outstanding contribution in thoroughly researching, benchmarking, and demonstrating how modern data science techniques can help to innovate the way NNSA performs safety functional area oversight. The team successfully gained key stakeholder support and secured funding to develop an NNSA enterprise-wide data analytics platform for the safety functional area. These efforts will help to innovate safety oversight and enable the crucial NNSA national security missions to continue. NNSA Science-Based Infrastructure Stewardship Team. Okay. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the NNSA Science-Based Infrastructure Stewardship Team for their efforts to develop and implement new and improved science-based infrastructure tools that have resulted in revolutionary changes and significant impact to the NNSA enterprise. The team's creative, innovative, and collaborative efforts have resulted in groundbreaking solutions and data-driven, risk-informed decision-making at NNSA and led to exceptional infrastructure management. The science-based strategies and tools developed by the team have revitalized NNSA infrastructure by producing exceptional results across the NNSA enterprise that are integral to mission success. One more. PIP Production Analysis Team, also from the overachieving NNSA. But this is the PIP Production Group. Here we go. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the Pit Production Analysis Team for their outstanding efforts in support of reestablishing the nation's plutonium pit production. The team's work resulted in a significant Nnsa policy decision identifying viable sites for the production of plutonium pits to ensure the future sustainment of the nuclear weapons stockpile. The exceptional collaboration across the nuclear security enterprise in developing an analysis of alternatives, engineering assessment, and workforce analysis was an integral achievement and is the basis of this significant policy decision. Summit and Sierra team. One dude for the whole, okay. All right. Come on up. Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the Summit and Sierra team for their contributions to deliver Summit at Oak Ridge National Laboratory and Sierra at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, the two fastest computers in the world per the widely followed top 500 benchmark. The Summit and Sierra supercomputing systems are the direct result of an extended partnership with the labs and leading technology providers and are delivering breakthrough insights in science and national security. The team's efforts have transformed the international landscape in high-performance computing and will influence the modernization of future generations of computing throughout DOE. The Tennessee Valley Authority Collaboration Team. All righty, come on up.
Come on, boys. Girls. Good to see you. Thanks. Oh, we got
Got a big one. Got a batch of them. Right. Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the Tennessee Valley Authority Collaboration Team for their efforts leading to two significant achievements, the interagency agreement and the license amendment request. The interagency agreement ensures that the NNSA has the ability to provide unobligated, low-enriched uranium fuel for tritium production until a more long-term solution can be established. The new agreement maximizes time and conserves funding before a new uranium enrichment capability is needed, which significantly reduces future risk and cost to the department. The license amendment request allows for the irradiation of tritium producing burnable absorber rods in Watts Bar Nuclear Unit 2, which is necessary to meet the projected demand of tritium needed for the nuclear deterrent. United States Nuclear Energy Innovation Clean Energy Future Initiative Team.
Wait a minute. I think I got the wrong one. Which one is it? This is the
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. You got it.
Yeah.
He's in charge. United Kingdom Highly Enriched Uranium Removal Team. That's why he's the boss for a few minutes more. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the United Kingdom Highly Enriched Uranium Removal Team for their efforts contributing to the safe removal and transport of highly enriched uranium from the UK to the United States to be downblended to low-enriched uranium. This was the largest removal campaign the United States completed in the history of the Office of Material Management and Minimization Nuclear Material Removal Program, and was coordinated among more than a dozen organizations in the UK and the United States. The team worked collaboratively to overcome obstacles presented by the scope and complexity of the mission. The team's efforts advanced United States and global goals on nuclear security and contributed to a significant net reduction in worldwide highly enriched uranium holdings. And now, the United States Nuclear Energy Innovation Clean Energy Future Initiative team.
Here we go. Oh, man, this is another big
A big one. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the United States Nuclear Innovation Clean Energy Future Initiative team for their accomplishments in advancing a fresh and exciting initiative that envisions clean energy systems that take advantage of emissions-free nuclear energy in new and innovative ways to accelerate progress toward clean energy goals. The team's vision, outside-the-box thinking, great fervor and enthusiasm have led to an initiative that has been visionary and groundbreaking and is resonating with clean energy advocates around the world. Through their efforts, the team has shown that nuclear energy can be integrated with other clean energy technologies in many ways to create a thriving, emissions-free economy. The Warhead Measurement Campaign team. Nope, sorry. I might be in a hurry, I don't know. Urgent Nuclear Material Removal team. Thank you. All right. Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the Urgent Nuclear Material Removal team in recognition of the outstanding achievement to execute an urgent nuclear material removal operation and material analysis effort. The team worked closely with its international partner to execute the timely, safe, and secure packaging and transport of nuclear material to a secure DOE facility. The team's dedication and extensive experience working together on removal operations contributed to the success of the campaign and serves as a model for how DOE and Nnsa can conduct future missions of a similar nature. This effort has directly and substantially advanced DOE, United States government, and global goals on nuclear security and nonproliferation. The Warhead Measurement Campaign team. The Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the Warhead Measurement Campaign team in recognition of the collaborative effort involving staff from global security and weapons organizations at several national labs and an Nnsa production facility. Their objective was to obtain a standardized set of radiation signature data from United States stockpile weapons to support treaty verification and emergency response studies, as well as other nuclear nonproliferation and defense program needs. Their efforts resulted in a well-documented and consistent set of data that can be used to perform warhead verification studies, improve analysis techniques, and validate modeling tools, which can then be used to optimize detector design for future applications. This data set is already being sought out to support efforts in ways that were not anticipated in the original concept. It would not have been possible without the initiative, dedication, and extraordinary caliber of this multi-institutional team. And our last team award, the Waste Isolation Pilot Plant Volume of Record Permit Modification Request Team. Secretary of Energy's Achievement Award is presented to the Waste Isolation Pilot Plant Volume of Record Permit Modification Request Team in recognition of the dedicated contributions to the development of a new accounting method for waste disposal, preparation of a permit modification request to the state of New Mexico, and support for the approval of the permit mod. The team's efforts included numerous meetings with the state and key stakeholders, as well as the development of supporting information, which were key to the fast approval of the permit modification. This modification will ensure that the waste isolation pilot plant can continue to meet the DOE complex's environmental cleanup and national defense missions for years to come. Okay, we're now going to shift gears and move into our Excellence Awards, where we will recognize our Excellence Award winners. This award is bestowed upon individuals who had a singular accomplishment that was substantial, outside of the individual's normal job expectations, and significantly benefited the department and the nation. Michael Boskovitz. The Secretary of Energy's Excellent Award is presented to Michael C. Boskovitz in recognition of his outstanding leadership in establishing a fee mechanism for the uranium processing facility that fully aligns with Deputy Secretary Memorandum Policy directing DOE to establish contract mechanisms to hold DOE contractors accountable for performance of the overall contract. The fee structure developed, approved, and negotiated with the management and operating contractor for the UPF project incentivizes both cost and schedule performance over the life of the project. This fee structure has been used on 3 scopes of work on the uranium processing facility project, and each of them have been completed on time or ahead of schedule, and over $100 million under budget. For the remaining scope, Mr. Boskovitz successfully negotiated $300 million of savings to achieve a final target price of $3.45 billion. His leadership, tenacity, and overall understanding of construction contracting have established a fee structure that not only holds the contractor accountable, but also encourages significant cost savings to the government. Congratulations. Julie Alexis Carruthers. The Secretary of Energy's Excellence Award is presented to Julie Alexis Carruthers in recognition of her significant contributions to the creation of a comprehensive multi-point action plan designed to define, establish, and articulate the official policy and position of the DOE Office of Science on diversity and inclusion, including the identification of harassment of any kind as research misconduct. The establishment of this plan required a high degree of coordination with multiple DOE units and other federal offices. Dr. Carruthers' success in leading people and leading change to achieve a major advance illuminated one of her superior capabilities, the ability to engage and influence people and organizations. Dr. Carruthers' breakthrough efforts underscore her strong commitment to effectively stewarding the future of United States science, including tireless efforts to ensure social equity in STEM programs and equal access for all applicants and awards made on peer review evidence-based merit. Her groundbreaking contributions have been foundational in shaping the corporate identity of the Department of Energy Office of Science, the largest federal sponsor of basic research in physical sciences. R. Shane Johnson. The Secretary of Energy's Excellent Award is presented to R. Shane Johnson in recognition of his outstanding performance, sustained leadership, and career contributions to the advancement of nuclear energy in the United States and abroad. Over the last 20 years, Mr. Johnson has been instrumental in all aspects of the Office of Nuclear Energy, rising through the engineering program ranks to serve as Deputy Assistant Secretary, Chief Operating Officer, Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary, and Acting Assistant Secretary, and leading many of the office's impactful and highly visible programs. His vision and leadership were critical to securing nuclear energy as a viable foundational element of United States energy policies and ensuring the health and vitality of nuclear energy technologies within the Department, National Laboratory Complex, the nation's nuclear engineering universities, and the United States commercial sector. Mr. Johnson's strategic integration of programs and participants and his unparalleled leadership have secured the United States at the forefront of global nuclear technology, innovation, and application. We'll now recognize the 2018 Presidential Rank Award winners. The Presidential Rank recipients are selected by the President based on exceptional performance over an extended period of time. The 2 categories of PRAs are Distinguished Rank recipients and Meritorious Rank recipients. Meritorious Rank Award winners are where we will start, and the first is Virginia A. Pierson. Virginia Pierson was awarded the Presidential Rank of Meritorious Executive for leading the United States Energy Information Administration strategy and operations for communicating information used by the administration, Congress, industry, financial markets, consumers, and other stakeholders to make critical energy decisions. A few highlights include Ms. Pierson has been an entrepreneur, visionary, and versatile leader who leveraged limited resources to effectively integrate and transform EIA's offline and online communications and dissemination channels. Ms. Pierson spearheaded a comprehensive corporate rebranding and website redesign initiative for EIA that in 2011 helped reintroduce the agency and its initiatives and programs. As a result of her efforts, EIA now has a unique, innovative communications function and an award-winning array of products and services, focusing primarily on digital, that are widely regarded as models across the federal government. And wow. We'll now recognize our Distinguished Rank Award winners. The first is Mr. Cow Bose. Mr. Cow Bose is unable to be with us today, but he will receive his award on his return. Mr. Philip Cow Bose was awarded the Presidential Rank of Distinguished Executive for his contributions to the nuclear sector of the Department of Energy. Some notable examples. Mr. Cow Bose is responsible for ensuring enhancing the safety, security, and effectiveness of the United States nuclear stockpile, overseeing $10 billion annually and leading nearly 700 federal employees across 8 national labs, sites, and plants throughout the United States. Prior to his roles at DOE, Mr. Cow Bose served at the Office of Management and Budget as the branch chief for military operations, personnel, and support in the National Security Division. At OMB, Mr. Cow Bose was responsible for the leadership, oversight, and analysis of 60% of the Department of Defense budget, encompassing DoD's day-to-day operational military personnel and war costs. Mr. Cow Bose's management record and leadership philosophy reflect his support of professional development opportunities for his staff, many of whom have been promoted to the SES and recognized for their contributions. One more, sir. One more. But thank you for that. No problem. Mr. Charles Taylor was awarded the Presidential Rank of Distinguished Executive for his sustained extraordinary accomplishments as a Senior Naval Reactors Representative, Newport News, Virginia, for the Naval Nuclear Propulsion Program. Some notable accomplishments include Mr. Taylor is the highest-ranking government representative at Newport News Shipbuilding and is a major driver in enhancing and sustaining the military readiness of the Navy through his oversight of over $30 billion in programs to construct, maintain, modernize, and retire nuclear-powered ships. Mr. Taylor produced exceptional programmatic results year after year in Naval Reactor's most challenging field office position. Mr. Taylor spearheaded the construction, testing, and delivering of the United States USS Gerald R. Ford, the first ship in the Navy's newest aircraft carrier class, and delivered major results during his efforts to lead the $745 million program to defuel the USS Enterprise and retire her from Navy service. Mr. Taylor deftly managed NR's largest shipyard field office with responsibility for a stressful and dynamic workload by ingraining adaptability and resilience into his workforce.
My friend Josh and I had to take a picture together.
Yes.
I made a deal with Josh. If he let me finish, we would. Sarah, look out there. Oh my gosh, Sarah. Where's the bright light?
It's an intern. New intern.
Sarah and Josh.
All right. Hi, Josh. And we're accepting intern applications, so just bring them by the office. So congratulations to each of the honorees here today, and to those who were unable to attend in person, we congratulate you as well. As we conclude the awards program, I'd like to thank the staff who worked hard to coordinate this event. Let's give them a hand. This has been another fine example of teamwork and collaboration among various offices within the department. As a reminder for award recipients, you may pick up your award certificate on the side table before you leave. This concludes our ceremony, and I'd like to thank Secretary Perry for his service to us as our secretary, and to each of you, good day.